How are you today?
Oh, kind of tired. I don't know, it's super ugly weather here, so it's just like time for just being in bed and watching Netflix. How are you today?
I am also kind of tired, but it's been a nice day. But I was at a show last night and it was just, like I had a full-on 16-hour day that ended with a show. And the show was great, the bands were great, but by the end, I was so tired. And today I haven't quite recovered.
Perfect.
What's been keeping you busy? What's been keeping you busy today? Anything particular, like band-wise?
Yeah, well, this release was kind of tough. I was like, because also have a day job, so I had to work and then I had to work for band. So it was kind of yeah, it was exhausting. There was so many things. I tried not to forget about anything, and I tried to promote everything correctly, which is like, yeah, it's kind of overwhelming. And I also had this terrible idea just to work like nonstop with no day off. So yeah, I'm
Hmm.
stupid.
But are you kind of enjoying the post kind of release buzz? I mean, Shatter Bloom, it's been out for well a week tomorrow, So are you kind of like at least now able to sit back and enjoy that post release buzz that comes with it just
Yeah,
being out there?
absolutely. I'm very happy that actually this release was very successful, I have to say, and I wasn't alone on all of this, and
Mm.
I appreciate everybody who joined us and helped us to spread the word, and we got into some huge Spotify playlists, and it's going good on YouTube, also on the socials. Like everybody's saying that it's a banger, that they really like it. So yeah,
Mm.
I'm really enjoying it, but it's still like, when you're preparing for something and you are
Mm.
very like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, and you're really trying to do like everything. And then when it is, it's like relief. And then you
Yeah.
just want to sleep all the time.
I mean, whether you like it or not, the promoting and the talking about it and the sharing doesn't stop here. Just because it's out, a lot of work still needs to be done because we want as many people to hear this EP as possible. You said it yourself, great response so far, but it's still such early days. It is a great release. We thought so too. We just want as many people to hear it. Do you have a strategy from this point now to kind of how you can continue to push and promote the record?
Yeah. So we hired two PR publicists just to make sure that we can talk together, and also I have another interviews. It's either like this or also just writing, on
Mm.
email, and also they are like reviewing these things, and yeah, it's just like it's like it was their job, and my
Hmm.
job right now is to promote it on social media. So I'm just cutting the video itself,
Hmm.
and I'm just like pushing it like this. I'm also trying to advertise it. I'm just like I'm watching the analysis for everything, like what's working, what's not working, and now my job is not ending. I have to push it even more, and I have to just create the best content I have. But I'm very lucky because I have beautiful music video by yeah, his name is Sean, and he
Mm.
did this thing in London. He's incredibly talented and very nice, like human being, and it was a pleasure to shoot this video with him, and it made it like very easy, for me.
Right.
So yeah, so sorry. So right now I can yeah, I can just cut it very easily.
Which is fantastic to hear. I mean, you want your work. That's a lot of work you've got to do. So you want to be as simple as possible, particularly when you're working with such a grand and clever artist as well. Are you the only person in the band who does social media?
Yeah.
Yep. Right. That's a hell of a lot of
Yeah.
work. You know this is a hell of a lot of work. Do you enjoy it though? Because it is so much work and it's such a challenge. It can be fun, but mostly it can seem like a bit of a drain. Can you find fun in it?
Yes, I had to figure it out how to make fun of it and how to enjoy the socials. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out like what's good for me, what's not, and I'm trying to prepare myself. But after I went through burnout, I'm not pushing myself like across the boundaries, you know. I'm just like when I feel that it's not okay, I'm not
Mm,
like putting anything on socials because I really know that if I push myself, it's going to be even worse. And
mm,
I don't want that. So, yeah, basically, I enjoyed it. It's kind of funny when you create something and then it's go like viral and people are like enjoying it and others are hating it. And it's so fun to watch it because either way, they're just like rising your numbers. So this is funny, but at the beginning when I started the band, it was yeah, like about the haters and all the stuff. I felt really bad about it, and I didn't know like why are they doing this thing and all this stuff.
mm.
But right now I see it like okay, just talk shit, whatever. You're raising the numbers, so thank you and fuck you.
I love that. Absolutely love that. I completely understand. It can be so dispiriting in the early days when you're thinking, just if you've got something horrible to say, don't open your mouth. Just don't say anything. But now to see it, as you say, and go, well, love it, hate it, the numbers all look exactly the same and it benefits you, so carry on.
Exactly.
Um, but honestly, the positivity around the band at the moment and the EP is it's really heartening. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think the EP, the songs on it, what the songs that make it up, because they're all quite eclectic and varied. What do you think this EP says about the band and who you are today?
Yes. As you can see from the name of the EP is Shatter and Bloom. And basically it's what happened during this EP, the creation of the EP. Because you can divide it on, like if you're not counting with the starships, you can divide it into two pieces. And you have like the first um, half is Monster and Time's Up. And the second one is Silence After Violence and Shatter and Bloom. And
Mm,
we created this first half during the time where it was kind of tough for me, and you can see that it's more dark, more angry, more frustrated, more like, yeah, you don't see any spark of hope, nothing. And I went through like kind of difficult time, in the band, and yeah, so it was kind of like this time that I had to, like right now, I knew that I have to shatter it. I have to destroy it and let something new to
mm,
bloom. And that's why, like, then we continued and we, with our current guitarist, we composed Silence After Violence and Shatter and Bloom. And as you can see, even Silence After Violence sounds more lighter, more
mm,
like it's not that dark. And Shatter and Bloom is just like a yeah colorful banger, and you can see that there is some kind of hope. And so yeah, so this is like the whole message from this song is that when something is not working, you have to shatter it, you have to burn it, you have to destroy it, and from the ashes of what wasn't working for you, you
mm.
let something to bloom. And that's also why we have a sunflower on the cover of the EP.
Yeah.
And I really like this idea, and that's why Shadow and Bloom is also the title track for this EP.
It is an incredible flip two sides of the coin that you described there, particularly as well as the cover with the sunflower being held by that hand wrapped up in that barbed wire. It's quite a vibrant sort of standout imagery. It does really scream and tell a listener quite a lot, I think, provided they're willing to pay attention. But did you have any sort of like concerns, I guess, particularly in the early creative days, where you're thinking, okay, you've got this two sides and you want to express the dark and the light, but will it work? Will the songs mesh together, or will it just come across like a bunch of singles effectively?
Yeah. Well, what we always did is
Mm,
that we tried to compose every single song differently. We
Yeah.
wanted to have songs that like, because I really hate those albums when you just like start it and when it like it ends how it started. And
Mm,
that's something we really didn't want to have in this. And still like because like I'm writing all the vocals and all the lyrics. So even though every single song is different, still
mm,
you can like maybe thanks to my writing of the vocals, you still feel that it's Stellvris. It's not like that you just like meshed everything together. And we're still thinking about like how to put something from us, which is like a kind of signature. And I think we made it because the fans are like they're happy about this thing and they're still supporting us and the numbers are growing. So I think it did well. So that's what we are going to do in our future, like things.
I'm nodding vigorously along because that makes so much sense to me. Your vocals, your lyrics, that's the vein that runs through everything. Even because variety, it's a huge part of your setup, who you are as a group, as a band. And obviously it's quite important for you to show your growth as well. But that vein that runs through it that makes it so clearly you is still there. But so I mean obviously it's quite important to you to show off your growth, right?
Yeah. And I'm also trying to like show the people the way from their like struggles because when you take a look, for example, on Monster, it's
Mm,
about toxic relationships and how to just to allow yourself just to get the fuck out from this
mm,
relationship because yeah, a lot of people are doing the thing, and I did it the same, that I was trying to see, like, if I am the one who makes the trouble, if I'm the wrong person because I don't understand him or her or whatever. And then when you realize that the problem is not you and that you should just like go away and say, just like as I said, fuck you.
mm.
Then it's like a healing, healing process. And I also had a lot of messages from people saying their stories of like this
Really?
toxic relationships and all the stuff. So I think it's really, really touching. And yeah, so I'm just trying to show the people the like way out from their troubles. And because my head, as any other musician's head, is kind of fucked up a bit.
Mm.
So, but it makes like it allows us to do like great things, But yeah, it's hard to live like in my head sometimes, and I'm trying to bring it to light and just to help the people and help myself.
You tackle a number of different subject matters on this record. That much is clear. Anyone that needs to hear it, the authenticity that you bring. That's, I think, what people are connecting to more than anything else. Yeah, they're great songs. They're great. You sing fantastically. The music is great, but the authenticity that comes from it is such a big part of it. But to get comfortable opening up like that, that's a challenge. Is this something that's getting easier with time for you to open up and get more comfortable like that?
Absolutely. When I started to write music and write lyrics and everything, I had totally different people around myself at the very
Hmm.
beginning. And not all of them were very supportive. And they were also talking about like when I try to open more and talk about something that is very important for me, sometimes they try to stop me from doing this because it
Hmm.
was too rude to something. And then like with time, I found my confidence, and then like now I have a really like good people around me, and they're super cool about all the ideas I'm bringing about these things, and I feel more and more comfortable talking about these things. So yeah, it was a process that I had to go through, and it took some time, but it's also about people you have around yourself. And for example, recently one singer, she sent me a message that she's leaving a band, and we were talking about how the band treated her and how they talked to her, and she was like the only woman in the band, and
Mm.
the guys weren't very supportive and very nice. And she told me everything about this thing, and I was like, okay, girl, I went through this, so let's talk about this. And I think it helped her to hear that she's not alone, and that even like somebody else also like went through this shit, and that she's not the wrong person. She just had the wrong people around herself,
Mm.
and she should try to search somebody who's going to appreciate her ideas, and cooperate, and not to fight against each other.
That's simply incredible. Anyone that can find support from what you're doing, I mean, that's there's nothing better, right? I mean, obviously, we want you to sell as many records as possible, so you've got the money to be able to fund your creative direction and what you need to do in the future. But you bring in hope and connection to people is, well, it is nothing like it, right?
Thank you so much for saying that.
Um, was it always going to be an EP, or where there was a stage where you were thinking, okay, the creative period, the writing is going so well that we've got like more songs in, we could do a bigger record?
At first, we wanted to have an album, but
Hmm.
during the time, there were so many things we were thinking about, and also we would like to go on our first US tour next year. And I was talking to our manager, Andrea, and I told her like, okay, if we want to have an album, it's going to take some time, like more.
Yeah.
But if we release EP, we have something physical with us, we have something new, and we can just go on tour with this thing. So, what do you think if we just release EP and then just focus on our full-length album?
Hmm.
So, we decided to do it this way, and yeah, now we're writing album.
Of course you are. I don't think I ever speak to any artist, any creative who's released something or about to release something who isn't immediately working on something else and wants to talk about that. We got to put that to the side. That's for the future. It's great though to hear you've got the plan there all set up, and there was a reason behind it, of course. But if we kind of change tack now to kind of the recording process, because of course that brings its own unique environments, challenges, and experiences. Let's say the best word for it. Was there any part of the recording process that challenged you specifically?
Yeah.
Mm.
As I said, this EP is divided into two pieces. And when we were recording Monster and Time's Up, I wasn't in a really good condition, and I was kind of struggling with my head because, as I said, there were a lot of problems like inside the band, and yeah, so also like when you feel this way and when you are under pressure and stress and whatever, then your body is not that strong. And when we were in Germany in the studio, I got sick in the middle of the week, and I had to record like 1 or 2 days more. So it was super fucked up, and I really hated it. And even though Christoph told me that I sound good, it's
Mm.
okay, don't worry, it doesn't sound shit, like just go on. I still felt that I'm not giving like 100%, and like from what I've heard, like on the track, like or like when I heard the final thing, I heard it's okay, but at that time I felt really bad because for me it wasn't that good, and I felt
Mm.
very bad, and I went to pharmacy and I bought so many things just for me to feel okay, but it was very 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 hard, and I like yeah, I it was very hard. I didn't know like how to do it, but I did. And the second time when we were in the studio doing Shatter Bloom and Silence After Violence, I was really good and okay and healthy.
Oh my goodness me. That's it's terrible that happened to you. But like when you look back in it now from where you are now, can you see the positives in it? E.g., that you pushed yourself and you were able to do and complete the task that was in front of you, and you're proud of what you did.
Yeah, and when you imagine that I was in this situation, and after the whole week in the studio, we had a really amazing show in Germany.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
So I was in the backstage, and I told the guys like, okay, guys, I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Mm,
Let's see. It hurts. I don't know what to do. I will have to be careful, and let's just try to make it. And we did. I
mm,
managed to, and also thanks to adrenaline and all the things, I managed to finish the show. Nobody could tell like that there was something wrong, but I felt like a piece of shit.
mm. Yeah. Um, yeah. Do you do you, when you reflect on the entire the entire creative process of this record, do you mostly have happy memories though? I mean, obviously, so many difficult things, so many challenges and dark moments, but the end result, you know, it's here now, it stands out there in the world, people are connecting and loving it. Does that make it all worth it?
Absolutely. Like anything bad was going on like in your life, you don't appreciate it at that moment, or you're hating it at that moment when it's happening. But seeing this back, like when I look at this, like, backwards, I see that it was very helpful for me for everything I'm going through right now, because it learned me a lot of things. And
Mm,
yeah, as I said, like it's like all it's every time is the same. When something bad is happening to me, I'm just like swearing and I hate it and whatever. But then later I see that it happened for some reason, and now I'm very grateful, even though my memories are black and white for this record. And yeah, so basically, but I'm very grateful for this. Like if
mhm.
this didn't happen to me, I don't think these two other tracks would be like there with us, So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, who knows what the landscape would have looked like had those experiences not happened? Does you know? It's fantastic that you're able to use them to grow as a person, but also then use it to grow as an artist as well, which is wonderful. And as I said before, we kind of want this record to be as successful as possible, whatever that might mean. And that is my next question. It relates to success, really, and really how you measure it. What would success for this EP look like?
success. Yeah.
Mm,
Well, we would like to like in the future, we would like to not to be independent, and we would like to work with some like I don't like it has doesn't have to be like necessarily like a big label, but a label that would invest in us and also believe in us and work their asses to make it happen. So I hope that this EP will show the people what we are capable of, and that we can compose things that people like, and that it's not only like an underground, but more kind of like a mainstream metal. And yeah, just to also like to grow our fan base and just to go
hmm
with these songs and just grow it and grow it and grow it. And I think that if we take it the right way, and if the other things that we're going to compose are going to be even better, then I think that we will like get there, like but yeah, for me successful even now, it was, I think, Shatter Bloom, this track, it was the most successful release we've ever done,
Mm,
because everything was kind of prepared. We got into Spotify playlists, and the numbers are growing and people like it, and it's like going like this. So for me, now it's successful
mm.
because it's going great, but still there's always a space to be bigger and better and more successful and other things.
Absolutely. It's only not even been, as of the time of us talking, it's not even been a full week out yet. So we have a long way to go before we can fully look at the success of the record. But hopefully ourselves and everybody else involved can just shout about it just a little bit to turn heads your way because you deserve it. Absolutely. It's an incredible record.
Thank you
And
so
I
much.
presume the plan for 2026 is be as busy as possible, right? Just try and get out as players live as much and keep working on this next record.
Absolutely. We're also thinking, like, not only just to be on tour and just having a lot of shows, but we also started to work with like more people who are advising us to do things slightly differently. And right now we know that we have to focus a lot on online world
Hmm.
because this music industry changed a lot, and nowadays you can just go on tours and just believe that somebody's going to notice you and make you big. Uh, no, you have to do it yourself
Yeah.
first, and then maybe they will notice and start to work with you. You know, the right people like up there. But as I said, like even now we are very lucky that we have people around ourselves that we have right now, and I really hope that it's going to help us to get to US next year.
Hell yeah, that would be amazing. Hopefully keep building and hopefully, who knows in the future, get yourself a social media manager so you don't have to do all of that nonsense.
Yeah, that would be so great.
It would, wouldn't it? Nicole, we're almost out of time, but before we go, I wanted us to do the last section of our interview. This is Ozzy Osbourne II, and in his head are random cards of the three main categories that we cover on our channel and website: games, brains as in horror, and headbanging as in music. It's all the three things. So what I do now is just randomly pull some out. They're literally random, and all in the name of fun. And you answer some if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Now, some might not
I
apply,
will.
so if they don't apply, we just move on. Do you play video
Oh,
games? No worries.
no.
Then we move on. I will put that down. Okay, what is an achievement you are quite proud of? And you can use this in every aspect of your life.
Achievement.
Hmm.
I think like I'm very proud of where the band is right now
Mm.
because we started it from zero. There
Yeah.
was nothing. And we created it for this. We played with a lot of amazing musicians such as Megadeth,
Hell yeah.
Ginger, yeah, the Black Dahlia murder in Greece. And I'm very proud of what we achieved. But as I said, and I'm going to say it again, we are not alone in this, and we have a lot of people around us helping us with this thing. So yeah, this is something I'm proud of.
Absolutely. It's a huge team, but let's never underplay what you as individuals have done as well to get to this stage and just keep going. It's fantastic to hear. What country or culture has the best food in your opinion? Hmm.
I don't know.
Mm. Okay. What's a
Okay,
what's a
I don't
favorite one?
know, but what I can say is whenever we go on tour or to some shows, I always love the catering in Germany.
Mm.
They
Okay.
always like well prepared, even for us vegans. So yeah.
Even for vegans, girl, fantastic. I didn't know they'd that like because obviously depending upon certain countries, they're kind of famous for certain things, and you don't really think Germany and vegan had matched quite well, but that's fantastic to hear.
They always take care of me. Like
Huh.
it's amazing. I don't have to explain them anything. It's always there, and they have so many things in there, and I'm always like so happy to be there. And I have to be careful, like to not to eat that much before the show because I have to, sing and
Pause.
scream. And yeah, I want to be light on there. So yeah, but Germany is amazing, and I love to go shopping in their supermarkets and everything. Everything is labeled and delicious.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear. Okay. Dream holiday destination. What's a dream holiday destination for you?
Um, hmm. I would love to go to Hawaii. Yeah,
Mhm. What's appealing about Hawaii?
I don't know. I would like. It's far from here,
Mhm.
and I love those things that they're wearing, the flowerish something,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, and my mom really loves hot weather and sea, so I would definitely go there with her.
Fantastic. Never been. But yeah, seems like it'd be a nice place. Uh, last one before we wrap this interview up. Tell me something great about your hometown.
great about my hometown.
Hmm.
I hope not that many people is going to watch this thing from my hometown because I don't know what's exactly that's cool about this. Well, I take it as a home, so I don't see anything like I can't look at it like in a critical way, like what's good and what's not.
Hmm.
And yeah, basically, whenever I go there, I feel calm and happy because it's my hometown and that's where my parents are living and that's where we have a house and I have this room in there and yeah, so for me I don't know like what exactly is that's the best thing about this, but for me is the place where when I get there I feel that everything is going to be okay.
Home is home. It makes you feel at home. I mean,
Exactly.
there's nothing better than that. It's fantastic.
Exactly.
Nicole, this has been an absolute pleasure. Shatter and Bloom is out now, and everyone who's got ears should be listening to this record. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for doing this.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.